here really. Throw this away real quick. I'm just gonna walk around. This is Clewiston, folks. This is Clewiston. It's Clewiston. Let me show y'all the sights. Actually at a Walmart here. Actually at a Walmart. I'm walking around. I actually got some gizzards. Parking spot though. I don't know how they do overnight, but I don't know what they do when you overnight. But how you doing? I don't know what they do when you overnight. But I just stand like this. But I don't know. I don't know how they handle the overnight stuff. Because some places, some Walmarts, they let trucks park, but in some cases they don't. So it all depends on. It all depends on what state you're in and how cool because it all boils down to the store manager, whether you know it or not. It all boils down to if the store manager's cool and you let the managers know, because most of the time it's the ones that work overnight that call the police. So if you park somewhere and the store manager tells everyone that, hey man, let those trucks park. They're cool, they okay. Then I don't want to make no mess. You might get a ticket or something. But oh shoot. But yeah, they may say, hey, those guys with a particular company, because I'm gonna speak for what I know. Swift, I know Swift delivers a lot to these Walmarts. They have a couple of Walmart, all over the place. They go to a lot of DCs, a lot of stores. So they can say, hey, well with Swift, you let Swift park. They park in the back or park in the front, and they can stay overnight. But some cases, you they call the police. But nowadays, with the way everything's going, with people trying to find places to stay, people sleeping and stuff in their cars. A lot of times these stores let people sleep, let people stay, and they don't call. So, but this is Clewiston. It's not too far from. I had to take a little break, and I'm just a helper. Well, not really a helper. I'm not even a helper yet. I just was doing a ride along to see if I can see if I'm qualified to drive. And if you've been following me for a while, then I am qualified to drive. I haven't driven a fleet-foot in a long time, but it's like riding a bicycle. Once you do it, you don't forget. So it's all good. Hey, what's up? What's happening? Let me I still didn't see the garbage can yet. Let me get in the shade for a second. What's happening? What's happening, nephew? What's going on, nephew? I guess I'm here about the uncle, huh? What's going on, nephew? How you doing today? On this fine day, this fine hot day. It's hot here. Depending on where y'all know where you're at in what part of the world you're in, but it's hot here. I was trying to find. Oh, here's a garbage can. I'm walking to it, right. It's a garbage can right here. But yeah, so for the most part, and it seemed like a little. I've heard stories about. But yeah, yeah. What you call it? My baby told me that all the time. She said, "Hey, that's how we met." Because of my eyes. She said she fell in love with my eyes, but she don't like me too much now. She don't like me too much now. But yeah, US 27. If you're in the Clewiston area, but so far it's kind of good. People stare, they see you. Like I said, the guy was looking at me all crazy, but I just wave. I wave. What's up? How you doing? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all, hey, if you watching, I like the live, share the live. You know, don't just sit and keep me in the alley. Just like it. Put a little thumbs up or whatever you like it. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same exact thing. You know, same results. It's whether put a thumbs down, or thumbs up, same results. But yeah. Oh, I can't see. Let me get in the shade because you know it's hot here, so I can't hardly see. But if you got any questions about I can really can't answer them many questions about Oakley per se, but I can because I when I worked for Oakley, I never did over the road with Oakley, but I did do seasonal in the citrus division. So I can answer questions about the citrus division if you have any questions about that. But as far as like over the road, I don't know. But aren't you that child groomer? What you mean by that? Do I groom kids? I don't know. Yeah, my kids. And my kids grown. My kids. I got one child, 15, but the rest of them grown. So, child groom. What you talking about? No, you're not remembering correct. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or who the hell you talking to, for that matter. So, if you talking about my kids, yeah, you know. Yeah, I've tried, you know, and I fail. You know, most part I haven't, you know, the oldest ones I have, you know, doing other things in the streets. You know, should have been around more when I could have, when I wasn't. But for the most part, you know, other than that, I don't know what you mean, child groomer. I may have groomed something. You may be talking about your mom or your auntie. I probably groomed them, helped them out a little bit, cause you know, in my younger days I was out there, so, and I had a little coins too, so I might have groomed them and helped them out, gave them a little couple coins to do what they need to do, get their hair done or something like that. So, what you talking about? You talking about your mom or your auntie or your sisters? Huh? Oh man, I don't report it. Report it. You know. Like the live too, and share the live while you at it. Share it so they make sure you got the right person. Share the live and tell them who you're talking about, so they'll know. So they'll know. I did what? No, they gotta be a little older than that. They gotta be. Well, how old is your mom? Your mom probably the same age. How old is your mom? How old is your mom? That's probably who I'm thinking about. Or your auntie. You got aunties? How are your aunties? Huh? You see, you still talking. Don't talk crazy. Say what you got to say. Say what you got to say without talking crazy. If you can do that. What's happening, bro? Good. But yeah. Say what you got to say without. Your mom a child? Your mom or your auntie is a child? I said your mom or your auntie. I said I groomed them. They children? How can your mom be a child unless she had you at the age of 15 or 16? She had you early. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for your pain. I'm sorry for your pain. You know, she was 13 or 14 when she had you. Oh man, poor little tink tink. But you'll be all right. You can't blame nobody what you doing. How old are you right now? What are you doing for yourself right now? Forget about what your mama did, or your daddy didn't do, or what your mom didn't do, and what your daddy did. What are you doing for yourself now? What are you doing for yourself now? Answer that for me, please, so I know. Yeah, I know. But hey, like I say, any comment is a great comment for me, so I love it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. You know, like I've heard worse. You know, I've been through worse. So you already know, nephew. Like, what he's saying don't mean crap. He must know who he talking to. You know what I mean? He don't know who he talking to. But yeah, this is Clewiston. And look at the water, man. You can say, hey, you want to go fishing, but not this lake. Hell no. No, no, no. But see the truck right there parked? See, you can park. Like I said, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if I don't know how the overnight thing works, because sometimes I'm in Clewiston, Florida. Let me get in the shade for a second. Let me get in the shade. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it is with the as far as the parking overnight is, but I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah. They go Swifty right there coming. Swifty. Let me turn the camera around. That's how I got my start right there with them right there. Yeah. See, like I was saying, I said that before they even came, that Swift delivers a lot to these Walmarts, to all these Walmarts, the Walmart DCs, the Walmart stores. So if you can get on those accounts, those accounts like that, then you're good. But if you can't, then it's okay. You still can drive for them, but you just have to take a little more time or whatever to get the kind of money you make. But a lot of these people, like I see on the internet, they wanna jump and get the money fast and quick, right in a hurry. But you can't really do that. You can't really start now. You can't really do that. That's what. Yeah, it is what it is. You sound good, but like I was saying, like I said earlier, you know, back in the day, I had a couple coins, so it could have. You might be talking about your mom or one of your aunties or something. Yes. You say you got sisters that are young, so I don't know about your sister, but your mom, even your grandma probably. Depending what part of where you live in, you know. Oh, okay. Well, all right then. I mean nephew. Well, you ain't my nephew, because who you talking to? You ain't talking to my nephew either, are you? I'm talking to my nephew because he's been around for a long time. Nephew right there, so I have to get on you about him too. So, who you talking to? But anyway, why you get on that and troll people anyway? You ain't got nothing better to do. I ain't come on here for nothing negative. You come in here with all that rah bullshit. Excuse my language. Why you come in here with that? What you got going on in your life? You need somebody to talk to? You hurting? And I understand. Let me go this way. I understand, because shit. I go through stuff. I got stuff going on in my own life too. So I understand the hurt and the pain, but I wouldn't come on somebody live and insult them, especially if I don't know them personally. And even if I did, that'd be something that I would just to their face. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? That's how I'm built. Some of y'all young generations ain't built the same as. Because if I got something to say to somebody, I'm gonna say it. And if they don't like it, we can square up. However you want to do it, we can do it one way or the other. That's just how it's made. But y'all crybabies. Y'all crybabies nowadays. And it ain't y'all fault. It's our fault. As fathers, as uncles, as brothers, as dads. It's our fault. Especially with our sons. It's our fault. It's our fault. But, at the same time, we have to work together as people and love each other instead of trying to tear each other down. You understand what I'm saying? I don't come in to tear anyone down. I come on here to try to share my experience, share my life in hopes that you can take from it and build on it and grow from it. Other than that, what am I doing? Wasting my time. So you coming on here saying some bullshit about me, knowing it ain't true, knowing you don't know nothing about me, then what's wrong with you? Something's wrong with you. But that's your issue, not mine. But, you know, that's my sermon for the day. And I ain't gonna hold you now. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you like what they call it, like brother did, and Pastor Lexus played around. Hold you like that. But if you want to pass it around, you can. Yeah, show it to me. Show it to me. What you gonna show it to me? What you gonna show me? How you doing? She got a nice spot in the shade. She got a nice spot in the shade. I should be in the shade too. I'm walking around. That's what y'all. Yeah, it's like they say it's a nice little. They were saying it's a nice little. Hold on, let me fix it. Nice little apartment complex. Nice little apartment complex right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. My phone is garbage, man. My phone is garbage. Let me see. Let me try. Let me see. Yeah, it ain't my phone. The back part of my phone, when I try to show that stuff like that, it's messed up, so I can't do it. But anyway, turn the camera around. See, those apartments, they say they're really reasonable. Really reasonable. If you're in a close area and not too far from where I am, it's like right across the street. I'm walking around too. Right across the street, it's a couple hotels where if you're driving in the area and you want to stay, then you can stay there. Maybe put your trailer in the back. And then put your truck in the back. Even if you unhook, you want a deadhead, you can park back there behind the truck stop, behind the Walmart, and then you walk over to the hotel. There's hotels all over. Like there's couples, one right here, one right here. So but yeah, you know, it's nice and quiet. But things I always say if you want to move somewhere, don't move that don't go around there during the day. You know, go around there at night. When everything's shut down, right around at night, and that way you'll see what type of lively neighborhood you got, what place you're gonna move into before you move in there. Because a lot of times it can be quiet because you know ain't nobody out, everybody sleep. But once dark hit, 10, 11 o'clock, you ride through that around that time, then you'll know what type of freaks you got, what type of people coming out at that time of night. So you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know what you're trying to send, bro. But if you're gonna send something, you need to send it in a respectful manner, so YouTube won't block it. But you know, if you can't send it respectful, then don't send it at all. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you must be a bot or somebody that ain't got enough better to do. But it's all good. Like I say, any comment is a great comment. I love it. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And the longer you stay, the better off it is for me. So you can stay, comment, you know, say what you gotta say. But like I say, if you want it to be seen, say it in a respectful manner. If you don't, then you don't want it to be seen. You know, you just a person that's on the internet for nothing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I had a supervisor like this. Not a supervisor. Yeah, he was a supervisor, but he was in charge of my supervisor. I guess he was. I don't know what to call him. What is a supervisor that's in charge of your supervisor? It's just, both of them supervisors, but anyway, that's what he told me. He said, you know, I told him inflation's come up. You know, everything goes up every year. The cost of living, housing, everything goes up every year. But you're not giving nobody no raise every year. I said, what kind of stuff is that? He said, well, you know, I feel sorry for you. I said, I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? One of those good old boys. One of those good old boys from Georgia. You know what I mean? but like I always say, you can't get mad at anybody for their stuff. You know, whatever it is. What's their house, their car, their job, their lady, whatever, they cootie cat, they pee-pee, whatever it is. You can't get mad at them for giving it away or not using it, whatever it is. You can't get mad at it because it's theirs. You know what I mean? So, you know, when he said that, I could do nothing but laugh. I was just like, well, damn, I'm the idiot. And if you work for somebody and they dictate how you feed your family, then we are idiots. You know, like I said, I'm an idiot, but like I said, I'm trying to get back with Oakley. And I have been with Oakley since when I first got out of when I first left school. That was like in 2019, 2020. So, but I knew somebody. I know somebody that knows somebody, and they was saying that, you know, they can you know, I could do little local routes, and it'd be more money than my job. So, you know, because that's a joke. Because right now, you know, straight truck, unless you own your own truck. Like if you want to buy your own straight truck, box truck, you can make some money. You know, if you got your own, you got some the credit and the money to do that. Right now, I don't have the money to do that. So, you know, until I get it, then, you know, it's a different ball game. But you can make some money doing that. But yeah. Oh, you still trying to send stuff? My friend Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys fan. You a Cowboys fan, Jimmy Johnson? Stop calling you Jimmy Johnson. James Johnson. I'm gonna walk back and see if we're ready to go. Jimmy Johnson, John Johnson. Has it been 30 minutes? It ain't been 30 minutes yet. What is it? 20? Yeah, almost 30 minutes. So let me walk back. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson, James Johnson. But you know, I appreciate y'all getting on. Even my new friend Jimmy. Jimmy said I was a child groomer. Yeah, I try. My Pip, I try to put Pip on the right track. You know, other two, you know, it's kind of like a different ball game, but you know, but still at the same time, like I say, you know, it is what it is. You don't control the day going forward. You can control what happened back there. You know, what's behind me, that walk I just made, I can't rewind it and walk a different way now. I didn't walk that walk already, so you know, all I can do is try to do the best I can going forward, going straight. Make sure I don't. If I walked in the ditch, I can't run that road right there. I walked in the ditch and fell in the ditch. I can't rewind and not fall in the ditch again. I just have to walk. If I walk that way again, I have to make sure I don't fall in that ditch this time. So that's where I'm at with that. So, you know, have I been a bad father? Of course. Am I trying to do better? Bad father, bad son, bad husband, bad friend, you name it. But going forward, I'm gonna try to do better. And that's all I can do. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's all you can do. You can't do nothing about what you've been through. You can't control that. If you live like that, then you're gonna live a fucked up life. Excuse my language. You're gonna live a messed up life. So, you know, ask for forgiveness if they're really willing to forgive you. If they're not, and then you can do about that either. and then you can do about that. But you can ask and say, hey man, you know what? A man or woman, or baby, or a girlfriend, sister, brother, whatever. You know, say, hey man, you know, I'm sorry. You know, what I did was wrong. Will you forgive me? And they can say, well, no, I can't. And they said, well, you know, at least you apologize. At least you're willing to say, I was sorry. And that takes a lot too. To say, I apologize and I'm sorry. You know, it takes a lot. If they're willing to forgive you, fine. Then that's fine too. But you can't do nothing about it. You have to move forward. You understand what I'm saying? What? say nephew? No, I'm not working on a nephew. Far from it. Far from it. You know. Far from it. I'm just living day by day. That's it. You know, I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. You know, but you know what I mean. And that's all you can do. That's all we all can do. Let's try to do better than we did yesterday. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I like that saying. I should get it on the shirt with a Confederate flag, and then get, you know what I mean, in front of it. And maybe had a Georgia flag, and get, you know what I mean, in front of it. That's a good idea. Yeah, y'all sell that. Y'all sell that. I'll buy one. You know, 'cause I don't have the time right now to do it, but get the Georgia peach, and a Georgia flag, and get, you know what I mean, in front of it. For all these good old boys around here that still think, or want to think that we're going backwards. And think that because you got dark skin, you're inferior to somebody. That's a lie. But anyway, let me get up my soapbox. Y'all see, I ain't pass the plate around. Y'all want me to pass the collection plate around? You know, can't leave until I pass it around, till I collect. I want to collect $2,000 before everybody leave, before everybody get up the line. But I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just having fun. But anyway, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. You know what I mean? Like I always say, you know, in all my videos, I always say, you know, kiss somebody, tell me you love them. You know, if you really love them, kiss them and tell them you love them. Because you never know when they're gonna go. You never know when you're gonna go. Be safe. Be blessed. Hold on. What you say, nephew? What's up? Well, I hear you, nephew. I appreciate that. And you've been with me for a long time, so you know I appreciate what you say. And you know, I'm glad you said it. So you inspired me to do better. And I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be better. So, and we all just try to be better and do better. So, with that being said, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed. I'm out. Peace.